You. Oh, yes, I'm talking to you right now. You've planted something that's about to not just germinate, but it's about to, I'm hearing, spring forth into creation, forging an entirely new path. I'm seeing a network specifically that leads, it feels like a gateway is opening up that's leading people and opportunities and circumstances to bleed into your third dimensional experience during this time. That's what it feels like. I'm seeing one very specific coordinate within space and time that's literally sending ripples through the cosmos and is leading to an explosive event. And when I'm talking about explosive event, it literally is an event that everyone is about to witness happen in your life. And you're going to be just as shocked about this as those around you. I'm hearing others are going to be reflecting or mirroring the internal surprise within you, okay? So we're going to talk about it. Aloha, hoku, ohana. I hope that you guys are well. This message is designed to, I'm hearing, meet you at a very specific time on your path. I'm hearing timing, divine timing, where this is already happening, okay? This is already happening in ways that you cannot see right now. I'm hearing behind the veil where the unseen is working on your behalf, where people and places and things are being aligned, and I'm seeing a culmination point and things accumulating, okay? That are designed to assist you when it comes to rapidly accelerating along your path. This feels like something that's destined. It does feel like something that is inevitable as well. So we're going to see what this is. I want to open up with some of my astral messages I've anchored in. Anyway, so the first scene that I saw was a huge blue explosion in the sky. If you guys saw that meteoroid video that went viral, I think a few years back, of that girl, and it was just like a cinematic experience where this huge blue meteoroid exploded in the sky, and it's almost like she was just there witnessing this beautiful cosmic event, and the whole world got to witness it through her lens. That's what it feels like is going on. So I don't know if this is people going to be receiving like an inside scoop into whatever it is that you're doing, or they're going to be able to witness something through you or live vicariously through you. That's definitely a vibe that's coming through. I'm seeing even someone just like go out on a mission, go out on an adventure, and they go out and they experience something and they're like, how was that? You know, I'm literally seeing people like sit at the edge of their seat like this, like, tell me about that. It's like there's a level of excitement that's coming through where things that seemed impossible are about to become possible, right? And anyway, people kind of laughed and they joked about it being a shooting star. And there was one man that was super serious about this, and you just told him that he should have more fun in the astral realm. And this huge cosmic explosion shattered a floor, okay? So I feel like what used to be your ceiling is about to become your floor. I do feel like this is a new normal also. This is going to feel like a new normal to you. It's something that you're going to have to adjust to, but it will feel like a new normal, okay? So the huge cosmic explosion in the sky is often associated with the throat chakra, right? When we think about blue and authenticity, this is almost an opportunity to be able to, I'm hearing, demonstrate and translate your, most multidimensional, sophisticated aspects and bring them into creation. It's almost like, again, you're sending out a transmission of some kind that's being received. I don't know if it's things that you're putting out, but it's things that are going to be intersected with, and it shifts the future timelines that become accessible to you at that point, okay? And I'm hearing the timelines in which begin to access you, okay? Now, this is through resonance, right? Through your frequency. So this is, again, the throat chakra, which does represent some kind of spiritual activation that's going to be taking place. It does feel like a total cosmic alignment. And it does feel like Dharma they're showing me, which is a rapid unfoldment of one's path, because they're consciously working with objectives that your soul had for this incarnation, and because you're completely in alignment with that and your actions are really supporting those intentions, things are rapidly unfolding, because it's almost like, right, you're literally right in alignment, you're in that harmonic resonance, things are falling into an effortless flow for you, okay, without even really having to try it. It feels like you're stepping into a season of literal flow. Anyway, it does represent some kind of event that's going to lead to some type of awakening or remembering for you, and it's something that's almost a shattering of the heavens. It's like the heavens are opening up for you. Anyway, you joking and laughing about it shows that you are becoming more sovereign, even in the face of cosmic chaos. It's almost like this is something that's so chaotic as far as it being out of my control, right, when it comes to external factors. However, you're able to see the cosmos within it. I do feel like there is a part of you on a soul level that's going to be an, oh yeah, this is what we came here for. It's almost like this is it. That's what it feels like. It's almost like this takes you down a new trajectory. This takes you down a complete new experience, and you're going to be totally grateful for it. And I just feel like there's so much energy coming through right now in regards to, being so grateful for the things that are aligned with you before you experience them in the physical. And that's exactly what's happening, right? Because I'm not even joking. We pulled the Cosmos Oracle message, right? And the first card that came out was Stellar Stream. Like, you can't make this up. Stellar Stream, we're going to read this card for you, but this is literally like a cosmic event, and it came out with 3333, which is a gratitude portal, right? So gratitude is the river in which abundance flows. There's something about being grateful for, 2 days, the one that you were seated onto this planet. The second one is remembering your why. You're coming into alignment with that why, and the universe is showing you the how, okay, and and the when and the where, right? But yes, the stellar stream sweeps towards the place where the energy flow goes like a tidal force through the ocean. There are groups of stars that move together in the galaxy and do not depend which way the wind is blowing, nor is there anything that can be done to stop it. Again, it's inevitable. There's nothing that is going to stop the things that are coming into alignment with you come into alignment. I feel like a lot of this is to do with, we're going to talk about this, I'm going to do a separate reading on it, really tuning into the energy and decoding it. But a lot of this is to do with the Jupiter-Venus conjunction that we have on the 11th, 12th of August. And that's also going to be making, certain parallel lines with Sirius. And Sirius is going to come into its, why can't I think of the word right now? Not accumulation, it's culmination point, which is the star's brightest point in the sky. It's also our spiritual sun, so it just feel like there's a major portal opening up for you. And yeah, the only thing that can resist it is resistance. So it's like almost like, it does feel like, this alignment, by the way, it can bring overnight fame, it can bring overnight recognition, it can bring overnight changes, pivots, opportunities. These are things where you go to sleep and you wake up and things are just not the same, okay, but in the best way possible. It does not want to give up. Just like when we force ourselves to walk against the wind, the stronger the wind, the more force we need to control it. The same happens when we give up. We know that the wind may take us somewhere that our mind does not want to go, and the mind loves comfort, right? It loves familiarity, and it just feels like there's such an abrupt pivot that's about to transpire in your reality. Literally, that's going to be collapsing all around you, and you're going to be witnessing this before your eyes, okay? And not only are you going to be witnessing the world change before your eyes, everyone's going to be witnessing this for you, okay? It's a mirrored reflection. So, but surrendering to what is will mean that we will inevitably go with a stellar stream that corresponds to our own evolution. Again, this is evolving on a soul level. This is about etheric growth. This is about cosmic growth. It's about soul growth happening through contrast. So it does feel like a overlooked to overbooked, a rags to riches. It just feels like there's major level of polarity that we're going to be experiencing. Maybe there's a level of like things slowing down during the retrograde period, right? Mercury is also going to be going direct on the 11th of August. So it's almost like things are going to be stationing forward, right? Anything that you've been reflecting, reviewing, revising is making, I'm hearing, a full headway. Okay, this is about literally forging new path with the mind, and the universe is mental, okay? This talks about meditate, right? Lower your mental energies towards your heart chakra. And the heart is about seeing the interconnectedness in all things and seeing how, source and the source within you, and you being a fractal of infinite potential, is revealing itself to you, is displaying, I'm hearing, its magic all around you, right? And just going with the flow. And this is about you seeing where that flow leads you, okay? And it feels like a tide and a current that you're not going to be able to swim against. that's the energy that's coming through. It's almost like you're better off just riding the wave. It just feels like there's a huge wave or momentum, right, that you're going to be called to ride. And if you think about momentum, it's 8 of Wands energy. This could be about an opportunity. It could be about communication, something that collapses into your reality. Again, something that's aligning with you. And this gives you a burst of energy and vitality, right? And it propels you towards your dreams, ambitions, and goals at a very highly energetic rate. It's about things manifesting into your reality very, very rapidly. And it takes you down a complete different trajectory. Whether this is mental travel, whether this is physical travel, this is about expansion and broadening your horizons on a global, I'm hearing universal scale, okay? Now, we'll go ahead and tell you what else came out, right? The other card, where is it? A spectrum, right? Which was the foundation, the supporting factors. The spectrum talks about you actually being able to see, the full spectrum of light. That's my interpretation of it anyway. It just talks about widening your vision, where it's like you're going to be looking at life through the lens of the soul. And you're going to see everything that was working on your behalf. And there's a level of gratitude as well in regards to the things that are working on your behalf, even in the ways that you cannot see, right? And they're showing me a very specific card. I can't remember the name of it, but it talks about how just because you don't see the garbage man every morning, right, while you're still asleep, picking up the rubbish and taking it and clearing away things that do not serve you, or understanding why they do that or why they show up every day, doesn't mean that it's not happening, right? It's almost like you're going to be seeing the aftermath of something. That's what it feels like. It does feel like the shoemaker reading, to be honest with you. So I'll link that down below. But it does feel like, it's like something is working on your behalf. These elves are coming to the factory and they're finishing something that you had put out there, right? That you had started. That's what it feels like. It feels like there's a momentum, a wave, or something being pushed out into the masses. There's a collective impact that this has. Anyway, this does also represent where your higher self and your inner child is embracing you to embrace change and play, especially because you have the Ace of Wands, which is the energy surrounding you, which is about following your passion. This is about you or something that you're doing having much potential for growth. Again, this is something that ignites you. This is that internal flame, you being a child of light. And because of that, this thing has a lot of potential for growth. And so do you. The thing that's going to be changing is the 8 of Cups, which is somebody walking away from something that they once wanted once upon a time. It usually is something to do with their comfort zone that they've outgrown, and the comfort that they once had there has now been surpassed by discomfort, right? And this is on a soul level, because you know that there's other experiences that are awaiting you, I'm hearing, that are aligned with you. And it requires you to make room. Okay, so it just feels like you're going through a cleansing process and making room, and you're fracturing outdated flaws of perception, right? This could be outdated ways of perceiving this reality. It just feels like you're being literally plucked from an old reality or atmosphere. I've spoken about this before, where it's like you're a fish in a two-dimensional world, right? All you know is the world of up and the world of down, right? And things are kind of flat in this world. They're kind of mundane. It's normal. It's like this is your normal, right? And you're about to get used to a new normal. It's like spirit or intangible forces are going to be guiding and plucking you from this two-dimensional world to this third-dimensional world. And now you're in a world of, oh, there's more than just up and down. There's left and right. There's all around, right? It's third dimensional. And now you're in a complete different atmosphere. Someone's placed you in a fishbowl above the river, and you're looking around you and you're seeing yourself in a realm where people do not swim, they walk, right? Where people can breathe outside of water. It's like, things are very different here. That's actually what it feels like. It's like you're about to have an experience that is otherworldly. It's like you're being taken out of your old world, and it's something that you're going to have to adapt to around, oh, there is so much more to discover here that I didn't even know before. So it just feels like something that you're going to be witnessing in the physical, as far as like timeline shifts are going to be happening, where you're outgrowing old frequencies. It literally feels like, again, it's better to be a small fish in the vast ocean than a big fish in a small pond. And it just feels like once consciousness expands into new dimensions, it can never return back to its old form. You've outgrown some type of environment. And this could be about the environment internally that you've created for yourself, right? It's like you can no longer reinforce those same belief systems again and again because something's about to prove you otherwise. So yeah, that's the energy that's going through. You're rewriting the narrative and you're repainting a house, right? That was also something that I saw in the astral realm, where you're releasing control of heaviness from external expectations at this point. Instead, you're detaching from the matrix tension and you're stepping into a frequency of joy, of play, of creation. And yeah, the shattering floor energy is almost like a foundation that is being broken. And maybe it's an old emotional ground, right? An emotional comfort zone or something. Maybe it's you holding on to a very specific identity and comfort that you find in certain belief systems. But that's going to be collapsing, okay? Something in the physical. And then in the end scene, there was a lot of painting, there was a lot of things in regards to like new landscapes that you were creating in the house. And the house represents the soul, right? Where the soul embodiment comes from. I'm hearing where you're embodying the soul's intentions, right? And removing distortions and reframing the frameworks in which you view reality, right? Ascending to higher frameworks of thinking and seeing this experience. And because of that, that's going to be clearly reflected in your external world because of the internal shift and alignment that has happened within you. There are new external alignments that are going to be mirroring that reflection. So that's the energy around you. That's the energy around you. Anyway, I'm going to leave this short and sweet. And, it just feels like something that's going out with a bang. It feels like you're exiting from certain, dimensions. And it's almost like a death is taking place in a rebirth. Again, with Celestream, you're going to have to surrender to, like the death of an old way, a death of an old reality. You're never going to go back to the way that things once were. And it does remind me of Alice as well. You might want to watch the Alice in the Wonderland reading that we did. But it's where she eats something that makes her grow, and they're showing me the scene where she outgrows the house and like her hands start sticking out of it and her head comes out the roof and her feet come out the foundation and it kind of crumbles everything. And that's what it feels like is going on. It's almost like spirit is clearly showing you where there are certain experiences that it feels like they're being cleared out of your energy field. There's certain experiences that the tide is bringing in and sweeping in before a new recession comes to form, before this new wave emerges into your experience. It's almost like clearing everything that pollutes the sand in some way. If this is about physical, right? We're talking about the non-physical coming in and clearing, right? The sea coming in and clearing the land. This is about the merging between that, the interface of that. Where there's cosmic forces that are engaging with you in the third dimensional realm. And I'm hearing engaging with certain things in your reality and circumstance to make a smooth, flat landscape for yourself. It feels like, again, this is like a pentacle, right? It's like an ace, basically an ace, some kind of new beginning or foundation that's being laid out for you. In this case, it's the ace of wands. So it's almost like this is a wave of fire. It's a wave of things not ending, right? Energy is not created nor destroyed. It's only transferred or recycled. And it feels like there is an update or transference of energy where you're about to be experiencing a higher octave or version of reality because you've attuned into a higher octave of yourself. And death is not the end. It's just a gateway into new dimensions where new stories can begin to play out, and dimensions are just frequencies, right? So new experiences that are in resonance with this frequency that you're operating in. You've never been this version of yourself before. You never attuned to this octave of yourself before. So get ready to see your reality shift as a result and a mirrored reflection of that. Anyway, I know I said I was gonna go like maybe 5 minutes ago, but like, that's what I do. So anyway, I'm gonna love and leave you right there. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, you consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around, especially to see how all of this transpires in your reality. If you feel called to share, definitely do so. Circle back around to this as well. Personal reading details also down below, and also check out Otter Spirit if you guys are looking for some high quality AAA grade jewelry. I have a hookup discount code down below. This is a small family owned business that handcraft AAA grade jewelry, and you can pick from individual gemstones. You can also choose zodiac packs that they've ready made for you, and also the chakra collection that they have if you want to work with the root chakra, the sacral, the solar, the heart, the throat in this reading. The heart, the throat, and the heart came through very strongly. The third eye, the crown, These are different center points that you're able to work with as well. These are just physical tools to assist in intangible intentions. And yeah, $1 of the proceeds are also donated towards otter sanctuaries as well. Okay, guys, until next time. Yeah. Oh, what should we do? Comment down below any star emoji, right? Anything to do with stars, anything to do with the cosmos, right? Anything to do with this alignment and the way that you see it transpiring into your reality. Do something. Get creative with it, okay? Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing that down below. And I'll speak to you guys very, very soon. Until next time. Bye!
Clouds in the sky.